Before I start talking about anything else, the fact that I have read 22 books this summer boggles my mind. It's wonderful. Hey guys, so it's always an awesome time for me as a reader and a comic book lover to find a graphic novel that's not only funny and enjoyable to read, but is also something that makes you think. And that's the case with Tomboy by Liz Prince. I was just browsing the library shelves and I came across this book and I thought, this looks like a quick read. It looks pretty interesting, so I thought I'd give it a go. Holy cow, I'm so glad that I read this book. To give you a quick overview, this is a memoir told in graphic novel form of Liz growing up, like from about the age of 4 into her teen years. She talks about how from a very young age she was always a tomboy, wearing boys' clothes, having short haircuts, and just enjoying things that boys generally enjoy more than girls, like baseball and comic books. As the novel progresses, she talks about how she was struggling with her identity, inward and outward. She didn't like wearing makeup or dresses, and wasn't interested in the things that normal girls were interested in. She wasn't fitting into the mold that society was telling her that she needed to fit into, and because of that, she struggled a lot with being bullied and not really knowing who she was. Knowing who you are is something that everyone struggles with, and I don't know what it is like for boys, but for girls, it's really hard. Obviously, it's hard for boys too, but I can't really speak for a boy as I am a female, so just go with it. Growing up, I've been a tomboy. Now, granted, now I like to wear makeup and dresses and skirts and stuff on occasion, but I mean, I'm more comfortable in my Royals jersey than I am a pair of high heels. I'm not as much of a tomboy as Liz Prince is, but I can connect with having an identity crisis throughout my teen years. I'm pretty big in the comic book scene. I love watching baseball, and I love having short hair. It is the best thing ever. Society is always pushing towards equality. It's something that's been fought for years upon years, and I don't think it's something that's ever going to be fully achieved, because in any society, there are always going to be norms and people that are going to break those norms. A term for that is called divergence, which is not only the basis of a popular trilogy written by Veronica Roth, but also a word that I learned in my sociology class. Those norms often take the form of stereotypes that can be hurtful to people, like the fact that girls with short hair are lesbians, or that being into superheroes, sports, and baggier clothes makes them gay. Same goes for guys. I mean, I've been doing theater for 7 years now, and it's often a stereotype that guys who do theater are gay. Verbal girl on girl violence is one of the most common things I see, and that's something that was really highly addressed in Tomboy. And though it's a stereotype that boys are the ones who are just physically mean to each other, boys can be super mean with their words too. It was really sad to read about how mean people were to Liz throughout her childhood, but honestly, it doesn't shock me anymore, and that's kind of a norm that is kind of sad. You never fully know what is going on through somebody else's head, just like nobody else knows what's fully going on throughout your head. Things that this book made me realize is that I really need to think more about what I say to people, because what I think might be a joke might be something that somebody is really struggling with that I would never know about. We're never going to reach this equality that we want so badly if we're going to keep tearing each other down. I personally think that gay is one of the most unintelligent words that you can use as an insult, and if you're going to use that to tear a woman down because of her haircut, her clothes, or her interests, you are pushing back equality, not making it progress. Just learn some new words. If you're going to insult somebody, be a little bit more creative about it. I don't even remember what I was talking about anymore. Okay, what were we talking about? We're talking about graphic novels, equality, gender roles. Oh, right, we were talking about Tomboy. Let's get back to that. It was really cool reading Liz's story because she struggled with a lot of things that I have struggled with in the past and things that I'm struggling with now. I've struggled with feeling unappealing to guys and what clothes I'm supposed to be wearing and what makeup and what things I'm supposed to be interested in, what TV shows and music I'm supposed to be listening to. And just some of that stuff just doesn't interest me. I have also dealt with liking guys that never liked me back, and it sucks, but that's just something you have to learn throughout life, that there are going to be people that you like, and they are not going to like you back, and it's okay. I really appreciate all the lessons that Liz brought up throughout her memoir, and I also really appreciate her art style. It's very simple, but it's very unique, and it's something that I really like because it's kind of like how my style is and the style that I'm kind of trying to develop as a comic book artist myself. Overall, this is a book that I'm going to recommend to any girl and also any guy, but especially girls, because I feel like this is something that we really need to understand about each other because we're all so different. And other girls are struggling with different things that you might not ever struggle with, but they also might be things that you're struggling with and you don't want anybody to know about. So whether you're a huge girly girl or a major tomboy, I highly recommend you going and checking out Liz Powers' book. I have put a link below to her website. You should go check out her art and the other projects that she's done. She's really incredible. Speaking of links, I have put some links down in the doobly-doo about like my blog and my Twitter and my Instagram. I would love it if you would go check those out because I am trying to reach 50 subscribers on my blog, and I always like talking to new people on Twitter and Instagram, so go check them out. That is all for this book top. Until next time, don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you in the next video.